Yes, Russell and Dave Brown, and we're right along ringside ready to go with another big week of championship wrestling, Dave.
Boy, I tell you what, we got plenty of action coming up right here in the ring today. About 6 or 7 matches are scheduled on the card.
Let's take a look at some of the folks who are going to be with us live and on tape. I think you're going to like this.
We're going for those pleasures in the night. I want to love you, feel you, wrap myself around you. I want to squeeze you, please you. I just can't get enough. And if you move real slow, I'll let it go. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And I want.
And in addition to that, we got a special today that I think you are going to love. We are absolutely looking forward to the fact that Stan Lane is going to be our special disc jockey. You know, Stan's always wanted to be
Always,
a jockey.
yeah.
This guy has an amazing knowledge of rock and roll music and so forth. Stan's always wanted to climb in the booth and do a little disc jockey work, and today is the day. So let's go to the booth, the microphone, the earphones, and all the music, and Stan Lane, the fabulous one. Here he is.
Stan Lane, right here in the studios of Y107. You know, one of the hottest wrestling teams around right now is Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. I'm talking about the Rock and Roll Express. And one of the hottest groups, even though Diamond David Lee Roth left them, is Van Halen. This is one of their songs called Jump, and the Rock and Roll Express coming right at you right now. Okay, thanks a lot. Gonna take a little pause for the calls right now. Be back in a few, okay?
We're ready to hop back up in the ring. Before we do, we want to bring in a young man that is returning to the area. We haven't seen him in quite some time. Tom Pritchard. It has been a good while since Tom. Welcome back to Championship Wrestling. It's been a while since we've seen you. I understand from what I have seen some videos.
Out here, a little star for affection too. You know, I walked into the airport this morning and about 50 women. I've already got 50 numbers coming back to Memphis, Tennessee. You know, everybody's looking around for some men around here, it looks like. Well, let me tell you, I want to party. I want to go with everybody here and all these girls right here in Memphis. Come on up, because I'm ready. You know, it looks like they want some real men. I don't know what it is about these wrestlers here, if the Fabs may have some kind of diseases in Hollywood or something like that, you know what I mean? But, baby, I'm clean, I'm ready, so let's get it.
Okay, Tom Pritchard, kind of an unusual introduction or a return introduction to a guy that we haven't seen in quite some time. Capable wrestler, to say the very least. Let's go to the ring right now. And Dave, how about it?
All right, one fall, 15-minute time limit match coming up here. Introducing at 212 pounds out of Mississippi, Jerry Garman, and going against him from Houston, Texas, at 218 pounds, Tom Pritchard. He jumps Garman even before the bell sounds. Boy, I tell you what, Pritchard doesn't lack for confidence. Ooh, got some ability, too, as you saw right there. Pritchard picking Garman up, body slam, right smack in the middle of the ring, sits down on him with the upper leg.
Tom, when he was first through here, Dave, was just beginning and very early in his career. We had heard in some of the videos that we have seen of him, we knew he had a change of attitude, and boy, what a slick maneuver that was right there.
Was indeed 36 seconds the time on it. All Tom Pritchard as he gets the victory over Jerry Garman.
Returning to championship wrestling after a long absence, the official winner, Tom Pritchard.
Got the boogeyman up next. I'm talking about handsome Jimmy Valiant. His video is called Life's Been Good to Me. Take it away, boogeyman.
They write me letters, tell me I'm great. So I got me an office, gold records on the wall. Just leave a message, maybe I'll call. Lucky I'm sane after all I've been through. Everybody say peace cool. I can't complain, but sometimes I still do. Life's been good to me so
Well, it's time to pay those bills one more time. Another commercial break. We'll be right back.
Get that great fair feeling as the Mid-South Fair brings entertainment and fun to the Coliseum. Rev your engines and take off for the ultimate truck and tractor competition, Power Pole 85, September 24th and 25th, featuring the Chicago Knockers, the wildest lady mud wrestling team you ever saw. If it's music you want, don't miss the Oak Ridge Boys with Exile, Saturday, September 28th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster Ticket Hub in Memphis area Sears stores. It's all happening at the Mid-South Coliseum, part of the all-new Mid-South Fair with entertainment guaranteed to give you that great fair feeling.
Championship Wrestling brings the Great American Bash to the Coliseum Monday, September 30th with the greatest wrestling talent ever assembled. Nature Boy Ric Flair, Jerry the King Lawler, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll, the Fabulous Ones, the Freebirds, Rick and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express, Ivan and Nikita Koloff, Bill Superstar Dundee, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, all of this and more. 10 matches, 33 stars, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, special prices. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Dave. It is upon us, and I'm talking about the biggest single day in the history of professional wrestling in Memphis.
It is spectacular.
Great American Bash coming to the Mid-South Coliseum Monday night, the 30th, right down there. And, my friend, you have got to make your plans. When I tell you once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, it's not a passing phrase. Never before have we had such an unbelievable card booked for the Coliseum. Now, when you stop and look at something like that half-page ad that was in the commercial appeal yesterday, and it boggles the mind to think 33 of the world's great professional wrestling stars are going to be right down there at the Coliseum in an unbelievable night as the Great American Bash will be visiting Memphis, Tennessee. It'll be something else. It's presented by Jarrett Promotions in association with Jim Crockett Promotions. Obviously, when you bring in the best, you're going to be having a ticket price increase. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity at $8, $15, and $25. It's going to open up, now listen to this, at 7 o'clock with the 4-time Grammy Award-winning Bobby Bear in concert. That's right. The full concert will be underway at 7 o'clock. And then Championship Wrestling will be going at 8 o'clock. The main event, which is an opener, that is to say it's a main event anywhere in the country, is a dream match. It's going to be having 6 outstanding wrestlers, Tojo Yamamoto, Billy Travis, and Tommy Wright, going against Ron Sexton, Mr. Class, and Buddy Wayne. This dream match being that each of these guys has a certain dream. It involves somebody leaving town like Buddy Wayne, or hair being lost, or a mask being lost. It'll be the opening bout of this incredible night of action that's going to have 33 superstars right there. Then comes the Mid-America Heavyweight Championship match, when Tom Pritchard, who had a lot to say in his brief moment right out here, will be going after Coco Ware in a bout that will be an interesting single match, to say the least. Big Ron Bass coming back out of Texas, going against Taurus Bulba. Bulba, big blocky son of a gun. That should be quite a scrap. As will be the Stomper, with Tom Ernesto in his corner, challenging Big Phil Hickerson for the International Heavyweight title. An AWA Southern Championship title, tag titles will be at stake when the Sheepherders, Jonathan Boyd and Rip Collins, will be defending, Rip Morgan will be defending against the superstar Bill Dundee and the boogeyman, handsome Jimmy Valiant. What a team that is going to be, Dave. Huh?
That match right there, something else in itself, not to mention all the others.
And every time we read one, you stop and think, this son of a gun is a main event anywhere in the cotton-picking country.
Any Coliseum in the country.
You got to believe that. Sheepherders against Dundee and Valiant. Then the fabulous Freebirds will be going against the Fabulous Ones. That's right, Gordy and Hayes and Roberts. And it'll be Stan and Steve, and that'll be some kind of a tag match at least. First time making his appearance, that Dream Man himself, Magnum TA, will be challenging Tully Blanchard, who will have Baby Doll over in the corner for the U.S. Heavyweight Championship match. And then one that I got to tell you, this has a particular spot in my heart. The Rock and Roll Express, who stunned the professional wrestling world by winning the World Tag titles from the Russians, will be defending it right here in the Mid-South Coliseum Monday night, when Ivan and Nikita Koloff will be making their appearance to try to regain those World Tag titles. And finally, you're going to be looking at two outstanding matches that will involve the World TV title champion. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, is going to be in here defending against Nature Boy Buddy Landell, with J.J. Dillon in his corner. Is that all? Not by a long shot. Culmination of a lifelong dream, as Jerry the King Lawler will have the opportunity to fulfill that dream, challenging Nature Boy Ric Flair for the NWA World Heavyweight title. I'm breathless. Brother, I got to tell you, this night can be conservatively described as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to see all of the great stars that you've always wanted to see. Great American Bash on tour, Memphis, Tennessee, Mid-South Coliseum. Don't miss it. Be there.
You know, when you think of the Freebirds, you think of Bad Street, USA. Well, here they come, all the Freebirds, all three of them, and they're going to be coming towards you right down Bad Street.
Bad Street in the whole USA. Bad Street, nasty and hot. The bird down the block, you in the bell and jack.
Well, you've seen the rest. Now you're going to see the very, very best. I'm talking about the boss, Bruce Springsteen. And featuring Steve Kern and yours truly, Stan Lane, born in the USA.
love it. Born in the USA. Stan Lane, Steve Curran. And coming out right now, the Masked Superstar. We'll be seeing him in action, welcoming to Championship Wrestling, an opportunity for you to be seeing him in action for the very first time today.
You know, it's great to be here. First of all, I want all these people to know I'm not a liar and I'm not a cheat. Now, I heard them all scream a while ago when they heard Superstar Dundee was coming back. Well, look, I want you to drop the Superstar right now because I'm going to be the only superstar around here, so you just start calling him Dundee. You start calling me the Superstar. Is that understood?
Well, we hear the conversation. You're going to have to earn it in the ring, and why don't we do that? Let's go to the ring right now. We're ready to see the Masked Superstar in action, Dave.
One fall, 15-minute time limit match. Introducing at 211 pounds out of Mississippi, Benny Traylor. And going against him at about 247 pounds from parts unknown, the Superstar. One fall, 15-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun, the referee. Gotta wait for the Superstar to get his warm-up suit off.
There it is.
Yeah, underway. Benny Traylor back under the ropes.
Superstar making it clear he doesn't want to be confused with anybody else who happens to have been in the past called Superstar. He is the one and only Superstar. We're going to have to find out whether he can back it up or not. Ooh, boy. Chin locks him from behind, but on the loose manner, and now he heps up, goes into a front face lock, converts that into a snap suplex, kept it in very tight. That's something that we're speaking of the Freebirds a little bit ago. Terry Gordy is a master at that, that very short, tight suplex. Big power slam. 1, 2. That's all of it, Dave.
Ooh, Superstar gets the win. A time on it, 46 seconds.
Well, I tell you, that does not make an entire career, but certainly an impressive win. The official winner was the Superstar.
The Superstar is back in town. I'm talking about none other than Bill Superstar Dundee. And he's got Hank Williams Jr. and all of Hank's rowdy friends. And here's the video, Superstar Bill Dundee.
Are coming over tonight. Do you want to drink? Hey, do you want to party? Hey, honey, this is old Hank, ready to get the thing started. We cooked a pig in the ground, got some beer on ice, and all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Walk through the door, got a little whirlpool just made for 10, and you can jump out and you can jump in. You can do anything that you want to do, but don't you step on my cowboy boots. Do you want to drink? Hey, do you want to party? Hey, this is old Hank, ready to get your summer started. Friends are coming over tonight.
We're going to be right back with much, much more. You stay tuned, won't you?
Championship Wrestling brings the Great American Bash to the Coliseum Monday, September 30th with the greatest wrestling talent ever assembled. Nature Boy Ric Flair, Jerry the King Lawler, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, Magnum T.A., Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll, the Fabulous Ones, the Freebirds, Rick and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express, Ivan and Nikita Koloff, Bill Superstar Dundee, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, all of this and more. 10 matches, 33 stars, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, special prices. Boy, we're not far from it. I want to tell you, I got to take this second to tell everybody that I know this week we have told you on the hotline, 685-6969, we've told you on the hotline and all, get your tickets early for the Great American Bash on tour, and I tell you, they're going very, very well. I know that it is very inconvenient because of the fact that the fair is down there. Now, if you're down at the fair, you can get yourself into the Coliseum, pick up your tickets for the Great American Bash. It's a little difficult right now. Listen to this, though. Monday, you will have the opportunity to get into the Coliseum, so if you haven't gotten yours by Monday, it will be open all day Monday. And, of course, now, even up to Monday, over the weekend, you'll have an opportunity to go to any of the Ticketmaster locations, and you can pick up your tickets for the Great American Bash. Just thought I would mention that due to the fact that there have been some people saying, I can't get in there and get my tickets easily, and that's true.
That's true.
We hadn't mentioned that. Superstar, big controversy. It looks like brewing here with Pritchard, Dundee. Nobody can take the place of Bill Dundee, and he's got some comments to make about that Southern Tag Championship match where he'll be partnering with Handsome Jimmy the Boogeyman. Let's listen to Billy.
Thank you, Lance, for this time to talk to all the folks in Memphis. They tell me out on Monday the 30th they're going to have the bash, the biggest extravaganza in Memphis has ever seen. Dusty Rhodes, American Dream is going to be there. Magnum T.A. is going to be there. But most of all, the Superstar is going to be there. And you know who his partner is going to be? It's going to be the Boogeyman, Handsome Jimmy Valiant. And we coming to kick the can of the sheep herders. They've been running around beating up on folks, but they ain't going to beat up on the Superstar. And they ain't going to beat up on Handsome Jimmy. Dutch, where you going, man?
Just passing through, man.
You ain't going to the bash?
Well, I heard about it. They didn't invite me to the dadgum thing.
Well, I know the promoter, and I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to see if I can get you on there, brother. Because Memphis ain't Memphis at the Dutch Mantel and the Superstar. Now, you know who my partner is, man? It's Handsome Jimmy, the Boogeyman. You know who we wrestling?
Sheep herders.
That's right.
I heard about it.
That's right, brother. And there's only 2 of them, but if there was 3, you'd come and help with that, wouldn't you?
Listen, put a word in for me. I might show up one of them late entries, you know what I'm talking about, and tell Jerry Jarrett I'm still the casino champion.
Oh, I'll tell him, Dutchman. Okay, you heard it, folks. In Memphis, that was just Dirty Dutch Mantel on his way to Little Rock, Arkansas. Well, I can tell you now, the fun is over, brother. The Superstar and the Boogeyman, they're getting back together. And Jonathan Boyd and the Sheep Herders, you're going down, Jack, and that's a promise from the Superstar to you.
He never was one to mince words.
No, right straight down the line.
Tell you how it was. Okay, David.
Tell you what, coming up tonight, there's big action over in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This will be at the American Legion Arena. The box office will be open at 3 o'clock this afternoon, so you can get your tickets. And by the way, for all college students over around the Jonesboro area, if you use your college student ID, then you can get in for the price of a child's ticket. So that's a little bit of a price break there for the college students over in the Jonesboro area tonight. Look at that card.
For that.
Yeah, the King will be there. Jerry Lawler, the O'Reilly brothers, Sheep Herders, Stomper, Phil Hickerson, all of them tonight. Jonesboro, Arkansas. Again, the box office will be open at 3 this afternoon for advanced ticket sales. Saturday, October 5th, a week from today, Drummond, Tennessee. This will be at the, or rather, I beg your pardon, Friday night, first of all, Blytheville, Arkansas, at the American Legion Arena. Don't want to forget that. Because look at the folks that are going to be there, too. The Stompers on the card. Tojo and Jerry Jarrett will be there. Lawler will be there. It'll be at the American Legion Arena, and tickets are available right now. That is Friday night in Blytheville, Arkansas. Now, 1 week from tonight, Saturday, October 5th, Drummond, Tennessee, at the elementary school. Superstar Bill Dundee will be there. Rocky Johnson is included on the card, too. Jarrett and Tojo, the King, Jerry Lawler. It's all next Saturday night in Drummond, Tennessee. Buy your tickets in advance, and you'll save $1. Next Sunday, October 6th, Jackson, Tennessee,
Whoa.
8 o'clock. Yeah, are you ready for the biggest card ever in Jackson, Tennessee? Now, it's easy for us just to put that up there, right? Listen to the folks who are going to be there, and I think you'll agree. In Jackson, the Freebirds will be there. Jerry Lawler will be there. Phil Hickerson, hometown guy, is going to be there. The Superstar, Bill Dundee. Rocky Johnson, the Fabulous Ones. Coco Ware, Bob Armstrong.
All right.
That's not all.
Big one coming back. 7-time former world heavyweight champion Harley race going to be
Yes,
right
indeed.
there in Jackson.
Also,
I
Tom
can't believe
Pritchard,
it.
I know it's
Yeah.
big. Sheep Herder, Stomper, all of them in Jackson, Tennessee, Sunday, October 6th. 32 stars, 10 matches in all. It'll be at 8 o'clock next Sunday, October 6th. Coming up Friday night, the 11th in Boonville, Mississippi at Northeast Junior College. You see the folks that'll be there. Advance tickets, you save $1. And again, college students with an ID will get in for the price of a child's ticket. On Friday the 18th, Dias, Arkansas Championship Wrestling will be there. And on October 26th, little advance notice for all you folks up around the Tennessee River. Paris, Tennessee Championship Wrestling will be coming along the end of October, Saturday, October 26th. Don't forget, tonight in Jonesboro, next Friday night over in Blytheville. Lance?
Oh, I'll tell you what, some big action. And also don't forget the Great American Bash on tour coming up Monday night right out of the Coliseum. Let's bring him in here. I don't have to tell you. He knows it. Everybody knows it. Biggest event of his life coming up, going against Ric Flair. What you got there, partner?
Well, what I've got here, Lance, as you can see, is a booking sheet. Now, we just sat in the back and listened to Dave Brown talk about, which naturally is true. Right at the moment, I am supposed to be booked in Drummond, Tennessee, and Blytheville, Arkansas, and Jackson, Tennessee. But I also just received this in the mail day before yesterday, which is from the NWA National Wrestling Alliance, and it is a list of the championship bookings. And what it tells me is, just in case I win that title Monday night, they have already sent me a listing of the championship bookings. So I would like to apologize in advance to the people in Blytheville, Jackson, and Drummond, and all of those towns. Even though I would like to be there, I would more prefer to be in, as you can see here, San Francisco, Chicago, and Miami, and just a list of some of the places that I'll have to go to defend that title once I win it Monday night. Now, everybody knows about, you've talked all day and well, all week about the Great American Bash, the biggest event ever in wrestling history, and I'm just pleased to be the main event on the thing. Ric Flair is, well, he's talking a lot around the country, Lance. You saw Dutch Mantell has heard about it. Everybody's heard about this big event all over the nation, and Ric Flair has been talking a lot about the match. And we saw a film last week about Flair and his figure 4 leg lock, and I understand that the thing that he's saying is that he thinks it's going to be a piece of cake because, as everybody knows, I had my leg broken a couple of years ago, and he said that that's the target. He's going after the figure 4 leg lock. But Lance, the little piece of information that has just come down, this is another thing that we just received, a big stipulation about this match.
Yeah. It's been held up for a while and finally came through.
Yeah, well, the disqualification rule about the pile driver has been waived for this match, so he's going to have his figure 4 leg lock, and he talks about taking somebody to school. Well, when he tries to take me to school, he may be finding out that school's already let out early, because I'm going to be able to use a pile driver. It's going to be completely legal. And, brother, you talk about going to school. Ric Flair, you're going to get the lesson of your life, I can guarantee it. So take one good long last look at that big 10 pounds gold belt, because when you bring it to the Mid-South Coliseum Monday night for the Great American Bash, you're going to leave without it, Lance. Thank you.
Jerry, good luck to you, man. I want to be right there, and I know everybody else wants to be there and able to say, I was there when the King was crowned the King of the world and becomes the World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair, for that title. We got more action coming up. We're going to be back to it in just a moment.
The King is here for a one-fall 15-minute time limit match. Introducing from Memphis, Tennessee, at 243 pounds, Big Lou Winston. And going against him, also from Memphis, Tennessee, at 234 pounds, the King, Jerry Lawler. One-fall 15-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
Bell time, and we're off and running with Jerry Lawler out against Big Lou Winston. They met one other time, and I think Lawler was surprised by Winston at how aggressive he got with him.
Yeah, I remember the match. Winston jumped Lawler in the corner before the bell sounded, and Lou actually had control of the match for 45 seconds to a minute. But then he popped the King with a fist, very much as he did right there. Hit him with a fist. And it was good night, Mr. Winston, after that.
Who's taking time to do a little hot dogging with the fans out here, and believe me, he does not have that liberty.
No, you don't have that luxury when you're going against the King, let me tell you. There's the King with the boot and the right hand coming back at Winston. He's been hit with a fist a couple of times, and he gives it back to him. Up in the air, he suplexes in. Yeah. Lawler drops down, and again with a right hand. To the ropes. The smash. Shoulders are down, counts at 2, 3, it's over. Minute 15 seconds, the time.
Impressive win, complete command in there. Lou got in a shot or two on him, but Lawler in the rematch came back and proved without a question that he still is the king. And you know, Jerry, with the all of the conversation and the aspirations and how close he is to a world heavyweight title match, we thought it might be a good idea to go back and see the beginnings of the king. It was kind of interesting, and he and I sat down one day, as a matter of fact, in Handy Park down on Beale Street in Memphis to talk about it. Let's take a look at that.
I came along in probably about 1972 and just kind of generally made life tough for Lance Russell.
Well, not in the beginning. I got to say, you were a charming young man to begin with. Jerry sent in, and I don't know how many of you have heard this story, but Jerry sent in, just mailed in. I don't know what prompted you to do it, but you just mailed in some sketches of the wrestling matches, and they were very good. You were about 15 or something like that, 16 at the time, somewhere in
How about, I can't believe that you still have these, but while we're talking here, let's show a few of these old sketches here. I guess, Lance, what prompted me to do it, I just wanted to see, or hope to see some of my artwork there on television. I would go to the matches every Monday night and watch, of course, as being a big fan, watch the matches, and then I would go home and draw a picture or caricature like you're looking at now that, you know, sort of told the story of the matches. And
some of these names bring back some memories too in there.
Yeah,
as you look down all
the
through.
Tojo Yamamotos and the Gentleman Saul Weingross and those guys.
Yeah.
And then I just, at that time, you used to, on the show every week, you used to go back and tell the people the results of last week's matches.
of last Monday night's matches.
And then you held up the pictures.
And when and I called your home. And ultimately, you came down dressed up in your Sunday go-to-meeting suit, and we introduced Jerry on the air, and it became a weekly thing. And so when we did the Monday results, we had these marvelous sketches that you had done, as they're looking at.
I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way.
My Way. That was a music video we just looked at there, and I guess those things have become quite commonplace now. Not only on MTV, but you see a lot of them right here on the wrestling program. And probably a lot of people don't realize that back in 1974, I was the very first one to do a music video. And it was to my very first song called Bad News. It went something like this.
Bad news travels like wildfire. Good news travels slow. They all call me old wildfire, 'cause everybody knows that I'm bad news. Bad news. Everywhere I go, always getting into trouble. And leaving little girls that hate to see me go. In Georgia, I whip lumberjacks up in Maine. I've been hired and fired and jailed in
you can name because I'm bad news. Well, back in the 70s, the early part of my career, that was a part of my career that was guided by Sam Bass. And to say the least, I guess I was a little bit brash, a little bit cocky. But that was the way Sam and I wanted.
Well, you got to...
Wait a minute. Before you say anything, let me ask you a question. Why do you tell these people you hate to do it? Tell them the truth. You know this is the high point of your day when you get to stand next to the big star and interview me. This has been your lifelong dream, man, to get into television and interview big stars, and here you are doing it. Boy, thinking back on those days, Sam and I were, of course, sort of riding high. I had won the Southern Heavyweight Championship. I was kind of getting started in a music career. I had really thought at that time that I had done just about, or accomplished just about everything I could in professional wrestling, and the traveling was beginning to get to me, and as I said, I kind of was enjoying the music end of the things, and I thought, well, maybe it's time to hang up the tights. And as a matter of fact, I did announce my retirement. The promotion got quite upset because I was the Southern Heavyweight Champion at the time, and they immediately arranged one more match before my retirement, and it was against Bill Dundee because they wanted, well, they hoped that Bill would win the title, and then I could, of course, retire, and they still would have a champion that they could book in matches. And one of the toughest matches, some of the toughest matches I ever had were with Bill Dundee, and boy, that one was no exception. Well, went into retirement. Still the Southern Heavyweight Champion. Of course, they had a tournament for that belt a little bit later, and I also found out that retirement wasn't all I thought it would be. But the music end of the thing was still a lot of fun, and as a matter of fact, the thing that brought me out of retirement was a concert that was held at the Coliseum one night.
Remember that incident like it was
indeed.
yesterday, huh? Hey, listen, stay tuned. We still got the Stomper in the ring. We've got the Sheepherders coming up, Phil Hickerson. Lots more action. We'll be back to it in just a moment.
Well, that little piece of action by Jimmy Valiant put me right back into the wrestling ring. But then it wasn't too long after that I was back out again. But this time, not of my own choosing.
Yes, wrestling fans, it's true. Jerry the King Lawler is laid up with a broken leg.
When did this happen?
Sunday afternoon. Typical Sunday football game, you know. Usually on Sundays during football season, some friends of mine that I went to school with during high school and everything get together and play a little football. Jack Lambert, Terry Bradshaw, you know the boys. Play a little game of football on Sundays, and it's just one of those things. That's the breaks.
Well, and this broken leg, unfortunately, unleashed on the wrestling world, that Jimmy Hart, along with a lot of other people, thought that the King's wrestling career was over. But I proved him wrong. after coming back and winning the title, Jimmy Hart then set out on a mission. He wanted to get me out of professional wrestling again, this time for good. So he set out, called all around the country, and he brought in some of the biggest and meanest men in professional wrestling to end my career.
And Kamala goes for that throat again as he has Lawler in the corner. And Von Roschka rattles Lawler with one and puts Jerry on his back. Oh, Super D right down the small of the back. Both legs across the back.
Well, I guess Jimmy Hart finally realized that he wasn't going to be successful. And he eventually made the mistake of letting me get my hands on him.
Going for a pile driver. This, of course, is what put Andy Kaufman in the hospital. And Lawler, the flamethrower. He's totally got Hart down again.
Another thing that I get asked a lot about by wrestling fans is who were my toughest opponents? They come up, King, what was the toughest match you ever had? And boy, that's a hard question because I've had so many different opponents, varied opponents, people that were tough for different reasons. Well, take, for instance, Joe LeDuc, one of the strongest guys I ever wrestled.
Jerry Lawler, let me tell you something. I've got a maid, she can clean up. She can come and clean up all this. What do you think you are, Jerry Lawler? I hurt you once.
Duke, look out!
Oh, Joe LeDuc. Then, of course, there were others. The one that comes to mind immediately is the fabulous Jackie Fargo. Now, I don't know if it was because Jackie was so instrumental in helping me get my career started or what it was, but for some reason or other, in the early part of my career, without a doubt, Jackie Fargo was some of the toughest matches, the toughest opponent that I ever had. But, you know, as I said, different people, different wrestlers were tough, and matches were tough for different reasons. Boy, one of the toughest fights I was ever in didn't even take place in a wrestling ring. It took place in a concession stand down in Tupelo, Mississippi.
What you're looking at is the wildest fight we've seen. Latham and Ferris and Dundee and Lawler in the concession stand, all four of them bleeding, pounded each other. Lawler, ooh, fired a gallon jug. They're banging away. Watch out, Mike. Dundee with Latham and Lawler with Ferris. Oh, there's mustard all over us. I hope it didn't get in the camera. The referee trying to get him stopped.
I hold wins over every world champion that's held the title in the past 10 years. But for some reason or other, well, like say, for instance, Jack Briscoe. I beat him right in the middle of the ring. But at the time, he was only the Southern heavyweight champion, not the world champion. Dory Funk Jr. came into the area. I pinned him right in the middle of the ring. But by this time, he was no longer the world heavyweight champion. His brother Terry was. After Terry lost the world title to Harley Race, I was able to pin Terry Funk, beat him right in the middle of the ring in Memphis. And then Harley Race. Oh my goodness, the Harley Race situation. Well, the first time I faced Harley Race, the match went to a 60-minute draw. Well, as you can see by all of these videos, I feel like, no, I don't feel like, I know that I can beat the world champion. And it's been a long road from the beginning of my career till today. And I know, you know, I don't want to stand out here and sound like, certainly sound ungrateful, because I've been so fortunate in the fact that there are a lot of wrestlers who go through their entire career and don't even get a shot at the world title, and I've had my share. And up to date, I haven't really made good on them. But I want to tell you people this. I want to tell this to the people that have, throughout all the years of my career, have been behind me. They've always been there, and they've been a part of my career just as much as I have. And I want you people to be a part of the biggest night of my life. That's when I win this title. Because one thing that's always been in the back of my mind every time that I step foot in the ring is the fans. Now, there are a lot of wrestlers out there who lose sight of the fact that you people have put me where I am today. Not only that, you're the people that put the food on my table, the clothes on my back, and believe me, I appreciate it. And now, this is my turn to give something back to you. This is my turn to let the fans be a part of the biggest night in wrestling as far as I've ever been connected with. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. As I said, it's been a long road to the World Championship. But when I get that belt in my hand, it's going to be worth the trip. And I want you to be with me.
There you just get a glimpse of Tom Renesto, I think. There he comes.
That's who it is.
Followed by the Mongolian Stomper. Awesome wrestling machine. In here for a one-fall 15-minute time limit match. Already in the ring from Memphis, Tennessee at 206 pounds, David Johnson. And he has to face this man from Mongolia at 274 pounds. Tom Renesto is in his corner. This is the Mongolian Stomper. One fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referees Jerry Calhoun.
What an impressive hunk of manhood that Stomper is, brother. He is in dynamite shape and big and bad, as they say. With that forearm just pounding David Johnson on the back. In terms of chances of upsetting the Stomper, they got to be minute. I got to be honest about it. David's a good boy, and I really like him.
Just what I was thinking. We've had some big upsets we've seen on championship wrestling over the years, but this would rank among one of the biggest upsets in the wrestling world if Johnson beats him.
Renesto in the corner adds that element of understanding of the overall picture. Now, for whatever that means to a person like the Stomper, who's got all the physical abilities in the world, Renesto, who's been around and has been booking matches and so forth for quite some time, now booking the Stomper and staying in his corner.
Well, it has to be a big confidence builder for the Stomper if he needs it at all. And there's some doubt that he does need any more confidence, but he does have someone who's thoroughly knowledgeable of wrestling. There's a cover.
That's it.
It's over. Minute 15 the time.
Mongolian Stomper, all 274 of him, just bashed away on David Johnson until he took the opportunity to put the 1, 2, 3. The official winner in the bout, the Mongolian Stomper.
You know, when you talk about electric funk, you think of Morris Day and the Time. And Mr. Coco Ware, the Birdman, is going to be coming right at you, and he's doing the bird. Morris Day and the Time. Take it away, Coco.
no personality. Just too out an attitude. And everybody sing with me. Come on now. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Brothers, don't be cool. Women like it sometimes when you act fool. Sisters, don't be shy. Let your body get loose. You ain't too fast to fly. Come on now. Hallelujah. Y'all sing it with me. Go like this. Hallelujah.
There is referee Jerry Calhoun. Ah, who's right behind him? The Birdman in person and ready to go at it, Davey.
It's going to be one fall, 15-minute time limit as Coco Ware makes his way around greeting the audience.
I'm looking up here at the spoiler, and I'm not so certain he wasn't ready to break into the bird himself.
Yeah.
He was getting kind of caught up in it there.
He's standing in the ring. Coco's opponent from, well, parts unknown at 262 pounds, the spoiler, and from Union City, Tennessee, 222 pounds. He wears the Mid-America belt. Coco Ware, the Birdman himself. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
This obviously is a non-title match, as it's a one fall, 15-minute time limit bout. The belt will go out, and that's the last to be seen of it for this match. Should be kind of interesting, as the spoiler, quite a veteran, and he has a distinct size advantage. That son of a gun's got 30 pounds or better on Coco, and it'll be an interesting matchup in there. Coco Ware, outstanding athlete. Whoa! Big roundhouse right.
And he missed.
Ha! By a bunch. I mean, Coco was long gone.
That's the advantage Coco has, even though he's given away that size. He has mobility. Oh, ducked under. And he's got that.
Ooh, that great drop kick. He's slapping a little bird on him after that. You see how low he went to get under that elbow? He really went down low on the canvas and came right up out of it into a drop kick and put the spoiler down. Spoiler, a little irritated at being made to look like a fool, comes right in and starts pounding hard on Coco Ware. Look out!
Oh, drop kick off the ropes. Yeah. 2 count, shoulder came up, left shoulder up. Look out! There's Tom Pritchard in the ring. That's going to end the match with Coco getting the victory, but Coco nailed from behind. Tom Pritchard, look out, the king! Lawler blasted Pritchard on the way into the ring and goes in to help run the spoiler out of there. And to give a hand to Coco Ware. Time was 1:18. Coco is going to be the winner due to disqualification.
Yeah, he's okay now. Tom Pritchard, obviously what he's trying to do is to make a name for himself. You know, we already know Tom Pritchard's name. He doesn't need that thing, but he figures if he jumps in there and nails the Mid-America heavyweight champion, it makes him a bigger man, something like that.
I guess, I don't know, one thing it might accomplish is to make Coco mad enough that you'll be looking for him just about anywhere. But you're right, it didn't really accomplish that much for Pritchard, and it did give Coco the victory.
It also got a knot on Pritchard when Lawler came rolling in behind him there. Turned him around, spun him around, and blasted him in there. Is there any possibility we might be able to pick up that part in there where Coco drop kicks off that second rope? That is always a classic thing. Yeah. And we might see exactly what happened with Pritchard rolling through there. He's whipped into the rope by the spoiler, and look at this. Turns around, and I mean immediately. Remember how slow-mo that is and how quickly he made that turnaround, and he caught him. Bam, right on the button.
Yeah.
You know, rarely do you see Coco with a drop kick where he's not right on target with it. Now, sometimes we've seen wrestlers who get up and they'll get a piece up. Sure, that, you know, is effective, and sometimes they'll miss completely. That's what really kills you when that happens. But Coco Ware has that ability. It's boom, he really shoots it out there, doesn't he?
We've said it for a while. Best drop kick in professional wrestling. I haven't seen anybody that's been able to challenge that yet.
No, I'm going to tell you what, it's going to take a lot of doing absolutely to challenge that. We're going to be interested to see coming up in just a moment. We've got Phil Hickerson, who, as a matter of fact, we're going to take time out and check our time. If we have time to have another match, we'll be back and check it.
Okay.
But why don't we do this? We'll take time out. We'll be back in just a moment.
I think most wrestling fans know this man already, but we're glad to have him back in the area. Here is the Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. Expiration of time match, introducing at a total of 460 from Tampa, Florida, Tommy Wright, and from Memphis, Tennessee, David Haskins going against him. Total of 486 pounds from New Zealand, Jonathan Boyd and Rip Morgan, the Sheep Herders. The Sheep Herders, current holders of the NWA, AWA Southern Tag Team Championship belts.
One of them WAs, and
yes.
Bang, here we go. The action is underway, and these guys are rugged. They are, in fact. They like to make big talk about how tough they are and how manhood they represent and all. Well, Tommy Wright, David Haskins, it's a good team. I don't anticipate that they're going to be able to upset. Whoa, nice drop kick from Tommy, huh? Maybe I was backing up a little too quick. Haskins from the corner grabs Boyd's arm, and Wright goes right in after him. They are wired and ready to go. Tommy Wright certainly firing away, and Haskins takes over and going after Boyd immediately in the corner.
Well, they got Boyd tied up over in their corner. If they can keep him there, keep the one Sheep Herder in, but boy, Boyd just nailed him in the top of the head. That's what they got to do, though. If they could keep one of them in there and work on him, they have a chance to take this one. But Boyd over to the corner, makes the tag, and here comes the wild one, Rip Morgan. Boy. Morgan with Haskins. Into the boot.
Let me tell you, that's a pretty good size boot,
yes,
too,
it is.
because this Morgan is a large individual.
Chiefs make the tag again. Jonathan Boyd takes over. David Haskins run into the ropes. Clothesline. Well, the upper arm, he nailed him. He didn't really clothesline him so much as he just powered him down.
Jonathan grabs the hair, lifts Haskins up, fires him into the ropes. There he is, spearing him right in that midsection, and David down in the middle of the ring. Tag on Morgan once again. Our time is running down as we're about a minute and a half away from our expiration of time. And Morgan, again, rattling the bones of David Haskins pretty good. Oh, they double team with that spear. The battering ram is a better word for it, as he slaps Jonathan Boyd's head right to the midsection of David Haskins, and the victory will belong to the Sheep Herders. going to have the time to get Phil Hickerson out here and see the international heavyweight champ in action, but as it turns out, our time is out, and I don't think we could get a match in within 45 seconds, although Hickerson is capable of doing that.
Yeah, he is indeed, but I think you're right. I think by the time we got it started, it'd sound the bell to start it and sound the bell, it'd be over. We've had lots of action here today, though. We have Tom Pritchard in here on our opening match going against Jerry Garman. Tom, we had seen around the territory before some time ago, but as you mentioned, he's undergone somewhat of a change of attitude and perspective on things, and he came in here.
Saw him twice, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, once scheduled, and in the schedule time, he did win his match over Jerry Garman in about a half minute. The superstar, the masked superstar in here, he's saying there's only one superstar, and you're looking at him right here. He was going against Benny Traylor. He was impressive as he defeated Traylor handily in his match. He was in control of it all the way. The king, there is only one king, and that's Jerry Lawler. He was going against Big Lou Winston. Winston tried to take control of the match early, could not do it. It was the king all the way, and Jerry Lawler, in a minute 15 seconds, got the pin and defeated Big Lou Winston right smack in the middle of the ring. No controversy at all. He just flat beat him there. The Stomper in. Boy, what a specimen this guy is. 274 pounds from Mongolia. He was in against David Johnson. It was a mismatch from the beginning, as we said. There have been big upsets on championship wrestling, but we did not expect one in that match, and it was not to be, as the Stomper did win it. Just total control of the match for the Stomper. Coco Ware won over the Spoiler. The Spoiler had good size on him. Coco giving away about, well, let's see, he was giving away 40 pounds exactly to the Spoiler, but Coco ends up winning the match nonetheless, as he did use that speed and agility to put the Spoiler away. And that's the way it was today. As we said, we had hoped to have Phil Hickerson in here for a match, but time did not allow.
I kind of got a kick out of having Stan do the disc jockey bit. It really was fun. I think Stan enjoyed that, and maybe if the folks are interested, we'll see about some more of that a little bit more in the future in there. But for this particular time, I think we have done it. We've used it all up, had a standby match we didn't get to. Next week we may have it on. Until we see you at that time, for Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of championship wrestling.